see by the title and the thumbnail of the video that I purchased this 2012 Harley 7.2. It's the 1200cc at the yard sale, and I purchased it for what I believe is a really good price. So I'll give you guys that price here in a second, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little about it, and I wanted to hear from you guys, whoever's watching this, if anybody is an expert or knows a little bit more about this, because I'll be honest, I'm a little noob when it comes to these Harleys. I'm not really a professional, so if you know anything about this, let me know. But here it is. Here's how I got it. So as usual, Saturday morning, me and my wife, we try to go to yard sales or garage sales whenever the weather is permitting. And we went, I think this is the first yard sale we hit that morning. And she stayed in the car because she didn't see anything interesting from the street. So I went there and I see a Harley standing with a cardboard cutout saying for sale. And I didn't think anything of it. I looked at it. I was like, it's a pretty clean bike. So walked up, went looking at stuff, come up to this guy, and I was like, what are you trying to sell that Harley for? And I don't remember specifically, but I believe he said either $5,500 or $5,000, something around there, but that's not the price I bought it for. So just hang on here. But I was like, oh, okay, that's, I guess, reasonable for a Harley. For some reason, I thought Harley is a little more, but I asked him, the specs of it. So he tells me 2012, it's 5,000 miles on it, never been laid. Unfortunately, so basically this bike is a virgin, never been laid. But so he gives me the whole brief rundown of this bike, very short, starts it up for me, and I was like, man, I love how that sounds. It's like a Sportster. The chrome, I'm not really a huge fan of chrome overall, but I was like, on a Harley, the shiny chrome actually kind of might look good. So anyways, I really thought about it. He gave me that price, so I was like, well, give me a second. So I go back into the truck. I start researching this bike, and I wasn't sure if I was looking at the right bike when I was researching, because keep in mind, I'm not an expert. And I was like, well, this bike's showing it's worth somewhere around 7, 8, in some cases with low miles, it's $9,000. So I was like, interesting. And this guy's asking $5,000 for it. And so I was like, okay. So I call somebody that doesn't really know much about Harleys either, but I ran it by him, and he's like, well, I don't know, sounds like a good deal, but I have no idea. I was like, well, me neither. So I came back, talked to the guy. So I haggled with him a little bit, bargained with him, and so I got the price down to $3,300. He gave me a leather vest, leather gloves, a Harley Davidson helmet, and a trickle charger with this deal. And I was like, you got yourself a deal. $3,300, of course, I'm going to buy that. So I gave him $100 deposit, and I was like, I'll be right back for it. I had hop in the truck. My wife is like, let's go to some garage sales. Let's go and, and then we could come pick it up later. And I was like, trust me, in my experience, when you get a deal like this, you do not wait around. You go and you pick that up. So we ran back home, got the money from under the mattress, and sped back, gave him $3,300, and guess what? That bike was mine. And so weirdly, not weirdly, but about 2 months ago, I went and got my motorcycle endorsement. So it was like perfect timing. I was like, dude, this is perfect. Anyway, got home. I mean, this thing is in mint condition. Doesn't have any scratches. Doesn't have anything there. That this thing, like I said, it's minty, as you could see. Sounds good, looks good, rides good, smooth. I mean, this thing purrs like a kitten. So anyways, this is what I got for $3,300, and I'm excited. I'm going to be making more videos on this. So So I hope you guys like this content. Let me know, like I said in the beginning, comment below. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? If you know more information about these bikes, there's basically a 7.2 XVL 1200, something like that. Anyways, it's a V-twin, so it has a lot of power for that 1200cc and really been enjoying it. And I did add a second seat on the back for a passenger. My wife wanted to ride, and so I was like, let's do it. And so we rode a couple times, and what she's telling me, the back seat is not comfortable. Well, too bad. So sad. But she wants me to put a sissy bar on the back of this thing, and I was thinking it's gonna ruin the look, possibly. And so I don't know if it will. Let me know in the comments below if I should put a sissy bar, or should I just remove the seat and not really ride, because usually I'm riding by myself anyway. So I don't know if it looks better with the seat or without the seat, with the sissy bar or without the sissy bar. But so far it's been good. It pulls two people like nobody's business. I'm definitely going to be trying to do a burnout on this thing as well. It is belt driven, so it might be a dumb question or dumb thought, but will it actually do a burnout with a belt driven? Like, does it have enough grip to not slip the belt? I don't know if that's an actual problem or if that's the case, but I'm definitely going to be trying it here in the next videos or so to do a burnout on this thing. I've been driving around, and I put a few hundred miles on this thing already, and I'll be honest, I have not run into anything bad so far. No people swerving into me or almost hitting me. And I think because of the loud pipes, it really helps, because it keeps people, they hear me, they might not see me, and then they look for the loud pipes. So I think those loud pipes they save lives. So that's kind of cool about this bike, because I was riding a Enduro. If you guys seen previous video, I had a YZ450, so basically a Yamaha. It was kind of like a dual sport, so you could ride on and off-road, and that thing was a lot more sketchier, and I actually did not enjoy riding it on the road for some reason. Even though it could do the speeds, it's decent, but not as much as I enjoy this Harley on the road.